Number 2, Matthew Sherry. Number 3, Joel Moscala. Number 4, Marvin Antonio. Number 7, Mosiah Cousins. Number 8, Jalen Williams. Number 11, Landon Noguera. Number 18, James Condry. Number 55, Suleiman Hija. Number 67, Rajan Hearns. Number 75, Eric DePina. And number 78, Hunter Martins. The head coach of the Durfee Hilltoppers is Taylor Brown. No, I don't. All right. Now let's meet the starting lineups for your Dartmouth Indians. At quarterback, number 3, junior Aiden Gendron. At running back, number 22, senior captain Michael Hawk. At wide receiver, senior number 19, captain Brady Bopalin. At wide receiver, senior captain number 2, Ethan Davis. At the other wide receiver, number 10, junior Chase Alfonso. At wide receiver, number 18, senior Jaden Nunes Medeiros. That's what I said, number 8. At center, sophomore, number 56, Trent Cosmos. At right guard, senior, number 52, Gabe Fernandez. At right tackle, senior, number 62, Yusuf Rothwell Packard. At left guard, senior, captain, number 51, Owen Shirtloff. And at left tackle, senior, number 63, Phylon Rothwell Packard. The coach of your Dartmouth Indians, Rick White. We'd like to direct your attention to the field. We're now coming into the stadium, one of the many prides of Dartmouth the Dartmouth High School Marching Band, Color Guard, and Cheerleaders. Performance under the direction of Marielle Coppola. Assisted by Alex Olivier and John Souza. Color Guard, Flags and Rifles, directed by Anthony Cabral. Assisted by Marla Cohen, Addison Caterli, and Sophie Medeiros. Cheerleaders, supervised by Rebecca Braga. Band led by drum majors Errol Gove. Dartmouth High School is proud to present the Dartmouth High School Marching Band. The band will perform the following music for pregame. Music from the movie Robin Hood, Fight, Our Boys Will Shine, and Glory to Dartmouth. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the field as we welcome the future of Dartmouth Athletics, the players and cheerleaders of the Dartmouth Youth Football and Cheer League. This program is built on hard work, teamwork, and pride in our town, giving boys and girls from 6 and under through 14 and under the chance to learn, compete, and grow together. These athletes represent the next generation of Dartmouth High football and cheer, and they are here tonight to carry on the tradition of excellence. Let's make some noise as they storm the field. Your Dartmouth Youth Football and Cheer League. What's that? The president of the DYFL is Sam Blevins. The vice president is Kayla Nunes. The secretary is Athena Cosmos. The treasurer is Vanessa Belvins. The football commissioner is Joey Moniz. The cheer coordinator is Kate Nicholson. The equipment coordinator is Mike Hayes. The scholastic coordinator is Erica Santos. The apparel coordinator is Tracy Violet. And the fundraising coordinator is Sheena Sylvia. Now we'll call out the cheerleading teams. For the Tiny Mites, led by head coach Hannah. The Mighty Mites, led by head coach Kayla Nunes. The Junior Pee-wees, led by head coach Casey. The Junior Varsity, led by head coach Michaela Pimento. The Varsity Cheerleaders, led by head coach Katie Nicholson. Now for the football teams. For the 6 and under, led by head coach Mike Sylvia. For the 8 and unders, led by head coach Sam Belvins. The 10 and under, led by head coach Jerome Penna. The 12 and under, led by head coach Jeremy Gatta. The 14 and under, led by head coach Gary Rodriguez. One more time. How about a nice round of applause for our Dartmouth Youth Football League players and cheerleaders and coaches. That's all right. Led by captains Michael Howe, Brady Bompowell, Ethan Davis, and Owen Sherwood. With Dartmouth pride, let's welcome to the field your Dartmouth Indian football team. Your officials for tonight's game. Your referee is James Bolus. Your line judge is Michael Bly. The head linesman is Tyler Aruda. The back judge is Connor Russ. The umpire is Bob Conkin. And the clock operator is Rob Pimento. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem, sung by Emma Tarek, under the direction of Mariella Chapala.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave.
Captains are at midfield for the coin toss. For the Hilltoppers, number 2, Matthew Sherry, and number 55, Suleiman Haji. your Dartmouth Indians, Michael Hawk, Brady Bopalin, Ethan Davis, and Owen Shirtliff.
I'm working on that. We'll do something.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to this telecast of Dartmouth High School football.
Durfee
Tonight,
won
the
the toss,
Hilltoppers
and they
from
will
Durfee High
receive-
School in town to take on the Dartmouth Indians. I'm Jim Thompson, tonight joined by Evan Massoud. Evan's worked with us in past years. He's the voice of Durfee football, so we're going to get a great perspective on tonight's game. Durfee comes in at 1-1, won the opener against Falmouth, lost last week to a good Taunton team. Indians 2-0 on the season, Evan. Last week, a thriller up in Middleborough, won in overtime by a score of 34-28. But Durfee's a young team. They got some real good athletes.
They do. Thank you for that introduction, Jim. I got a lot to live up to tonight, huh? No, Durfee, absolutely. A pretty big roster, good size, good numbers, and about half of the roster are sophomores. Last year's freshman team was very, very good, and now we're starting to see some of those players, get up to varsity. Durfee is receiving the opening kick here as well. So we'll see, we'll see how things go. That week one, it's nice to win by a lot. It's nice to come out and win the first one, kind of easily. Multiple players that were, into 100 yards rushing on the ground, multiple touchdowns against Falmouth. But at the same time, when you have a really young team, you don't want to get complacent after 1 week. It's not always that easy. So coaches were very pleased to win the first one. It's been a long time since that happened. But at the same time, it's also preaching to the younger athletes especially that, look, it's not going to be, a multi-touchdown win every single week. So last week, a mixed bag. Started off really good with a great 50-plus yard play on first down that got brought back on a hold, and the offense stalled for about 2 quarters. So
we are underway here at the stadium. It's a one hopper to Pina, and he tries to nudge his way out to the 25-yard line where he's wrapped up there. And we'll have the first possession of this game. The Hilltoppers will have it. They are a young team, but they have a real sharp left-handed quarterback, Matthew Sherry.
Yeah, Matt Sherry was made the starting quarterback last year as a sophomore. Had a tremendous season. His poise, his pocket awareness, his maturity. I'll quote our assistant coaches: smartest player on the field, and is definitely the playmaker. So they're relying on him heavily this year, especially with the team being younger than last year.
For the Hilltoppers.
Sherry has him out. Missed the opening play of the game. They'll spot the ball just short of the 30, and they'll run it to the near sideline. Indians hem in the runner. And wrapping him up there for the Indians was Phelan Rothwell Packard.
Mosiah Cousins was the running back there on the first play of the night for Durfee. He's a sophomore, one of many. Had over 100 yards, multiple touchdowns in that Falmouth win. So the ground game can be just as good as the passing game for Durfee. It's just putting those pieces together.
So it'll be looking at second down and 4. Beautiful night here in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. It's been a very warm day, close to 80, and I'd say game time temperature right around 70 degrees, and a great crowd here on the home side. Second down is short now here for the Hilltoppers. This is the opening series. Sherry off the ball fake, still on his feet. He's going to have the first down as he gets across the 40-yard line.
Nice.
Wrapped up there by Ethan Davis of the Indians. And that'll move the chains across the way.
Put Cousins in motion, to the far side, starting to move that direction, and Sherry just tucked it under his arm, faked to his left, and moved out to the right. Last week on our broadcast in Fall River for the Taunton game, there were a lot of instances where, they were stacked up on one side, had a lot of open field on another, and then they still went to the to the smaller side of the field, and I'd like to see them use the side to side here a little bit more to their advantage. Where there's open space, Durfee's fast. They can get out in the flat and get some yards.
Well, it's all about numbers and angles, my friend, when it comes to offensive football.
Sherry
We're going to run it. This is Sherry. Sherry's on the perimeter, far side. They finally knock him out of bounds, but he's got a good gain of 7 or 8 yards. And Durfee, the first 3 or 4 plays, getting good yardage.
Now, totally different play that time. They used Cousins as a lead blocker. Look at, just follow the leader, put his shoulder right there into Hawk, and gave Sherry some room to get to the sideline. You're looking at 2nd and 2. That's right at midfield.
On their own 49-yard line.
Marvis Antone in there now, one of the running back spots.
Also had over 100 in week 1.
There's a low snap, and Antone gets the carry, and he's bottled up in the backfield for a loss. Sam Blevins in the backfield early for the Indians, makes the stop, and that'll be a loss of a yard. Bring up 3rd down and nearly 3 yards to go.
Yeah, so really your first now rush, your first pass rush, your first pressure of the night. Dartmouth expecting the run. They guessed correctly. Now Durfee's got to do something as they're backed up 3 yards. They lost 3. So now 3rd down and 5. Little less manageable, but still manageable.
You're late over there on the yardage marker, Evan. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but they moved it late.
Yeah.
Got to keep up with an old guy like me. I can.
At least it's backlit now. You can see it clearly.
Here we go on 3rd down. Run it here to the near side, and the Indians will have no part of letting him get to the perimeter. Michael Hawk over there for the Indians. It'll bring up 4th down now and 5 yards to go for Durfee.
Lost 2, Jim. They're actually backing them up 2 more. Did not get to the line of scrimmage, so going to be 4th and 7. Durfee going backwards, and that's unfortunate for the Hilltoppers. They started to look like they had some rhythm those first few plays, but Dartmouth putting a stop to that, not letting them across midfield, and it'll be Noguera. Noguera is the punter, number 11, Landon Noguera. Long snapper is Braden Kinder for the Hilltoppers.
And back deep is Ethan Davis, along with Brady Bopolin. They stand back at their 30-yard line. High snap. Might have been deflected. It's going to bounce. Got a good Durfee roll just over the sideline here on the near side of the field where the Indians will have it for their first series of the game. You're watching Dartmouth High School football, cablecast by Dartmouth Community Media. I'm Jim Thompson. He's Evan Massoud. Good crowd here tonight. What a night for football, Evan.
Yeah, great crowd. Durfee's fans still arriving, but I think that some of them may be mixed in on this side too, on our side. But we saw Noguera last week. He actually has a pretty good leg. His good hang time, I think you're right, that time may have been deflected, but tends to get good distance on his punting game. So love this angle.
Oh, yeah.
Our City Hall cam. That's awesome.
Davis on the carry.
And this is Davis. Davis still on his feet. Cracks over the 35. And out to about the 37-yard line. Solid gain of 9 on the play. We got 2nd down and short. Yeah, Peter Chase installed that camera. Caught Paul Santos and I by total surprise last week. We're like, what is that? Is that a parent up there with the camera? But Peter doesn't tell us much. But
no, I love that. That's great. That's such an awesome view.
Quarterback for the Indians is Aiden Gendron. Last week, not a bad game. His 2nd start in his career, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns, throwing the football, and he rushed for another one. And here's a 1st down here by Michael Hawk as he picks up the yardage needed. And that'll move football out to the 42-yard line. Peter made the stop for the Hilltoppers.
Good blocking up front for the Indians there. Just opened up a little seam, and when you only need a couple yards, just need enough room for one body to get through. Good job there up front for Dartmouth.
Mike Hawk's been a touchdown maker so far. 3 touchdowns on the season. This only the 3rd game of the season. And this team lost 17 seniors last year. So both teams are young.
Yeah.
And this game will probably come down to a few mistakes.
Usually does, honestly.
There's Hawk crossing the 45 out to the 47-yard line. Lewis Peener came up from his secondary spot to make the hit on the running back.
Gain of 5 on the play. It will be 2nd and 5.
I love this too. You know, Hawk, he got his legs wrapped up. He's still pumping the legs, right? Still leaning forward, forward momentum, gets him those extra couple of yards. It could have been just a 3-yard carry. Instead, ends up being 5. You know, that's so key when you're a running back, is to try to not get stood up, right? You wanna keep your momentum, the inertia going forward.
Gendron looks far sideline, throws, completes it, and that's going to be close to the first down. That's Brady Bopalin on the reception, and they're going to move the sticks across the way. First down, Indians.
It went out of bounds right at the line to gain. That's good. Good out route, knowing your awareness, where you need to be at, and where to cut back.
Cousins out, pushing them out of bounds.
Dartmouth on Durfee's side here.
I want to have a special happy birthday. Rowan Marie Thompson, my granddaughter, age 3. I know she's
happy
watching
birthday.
the TV, so from all of us here, Rowan, this is Gramps, in case you're wondering, at age 3. First down, Indians. And that play was watched from the very beginning. Michael Hawk lost a yard there.
They faked it to Davis. I like the play call. It just kind of was broken. It just didn't materialize. Durfee clearly was ready for it as well, because they had the bodies stacking in that. They guessed right.
Eddie Barrios for Durfee.
Yep.
Sniffed that out. But Dartmouth is well known for that jet sweep, so that was a little wrinkle Coach White put in there, and Barrios must have done a little film study. Loss of about a yard. We'll call it 2nd down and 11 here for Gendron. Rolls near side, has time, slings it across his body, completes it down to the 39-yard line. That's Bopalin once again on the catch. Antone there in the secondary to make the play for Durfee.
Tough to throw off balance throw there for a righty rolling to his left. And nice job there.
Gain of 10 on the play to bring up 3rd down in less than a yard to go. 2 down territory, I would say.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, timeout. Coach White, Brady Bopalin was looking around.
No one set.
Okay, what are we doing here?
No, nobody was set there, and so Dartmouth will go into the huddle. They'll use their first here.
And just a reminder, underneath the main.
Oh, we saw pre-game, Jim, that the Dartmouth Youth Football was introduced. That always adds to the capacity for fans, of course, right? Because the little ones coming in, and both on cheer and on for football, for actual players, and saw quite a few, actually. It was a good group of kids.
Well, Dartmouth's had a great football tradition, as you well known here for many years. I think over the years, I think there's 5 Super Bowl championships, I should say.
Well,
Coach White, the coach.
Yeah.
He was on the 1952 team, I think. Evan, I'm not sure. Maybe the 53 team. I'm not sure, because he's getting kind of old. But I sometimes kid him. Coach Lynch, legendary here at Dartmouth High School, ran the wishbone. And Coach White was the most prolific wide receiver there ever was in a wishbone offense.
Yeah. If
you know what that means.
Well,
they might have tried to throw to him once in 15 games. I don't know.
Well, I remember their back-to-back in the mid-2010s, because I did one of the playoff games on that run. And it was a great couple years for sure.
Michael Hawk on the carry.
That's a first down carry by Michael Hawk, and those teams were really special.
Yeah, John Cabral and I had the game out at Somerset, the first Super Bowl, 2014, I want to say, and it was brutally cold, and Somerset, of course, was the favorite, and it was that was a great night. That was a great night of football, to go in there and beat them on the road. A team that's so close by, too, you know. You could have had anyone around in the South Coast, but got somebody 15 minutes away.
Here's Gendron.
Gendron's pass to Ethan Davis.
It's out to Davis real quick. Davis still on his feet.
Yeah, bounced off.
He's down there to about the 25-yard line.
That was Joel Marcella and Mosiah Cousins trying to wrap him up for Durfee. Right there, that extra little bounce, so couldn't wrap him up fully. 2 extra yards out of that dive.
And for Gendron, that's a real good play for him. He's a junior. This is only his 3rd game as a starter. They had Jackson Hart here for a couple of years.
Right.
Who was one of the better quarterbacks I've seen in my 30 years of doing this. What a great athlete Jackson was. And this young man's waited his time. I remember when he was a freshman, Coach White saying, hold on, we got a good one in the next couple of years, and here he is. Where's number 3?
Oh, big hole there.
That's Michael Hawk. He's got himself the first down there around the 13-yard line. That'll move the sticks across the way. Indians moving on their initial series of the game.
Yeah, they made it into the red zone, crossing the 20 there and down inside the 15. Nice job to wrap at the legs, but again, good blocking up front by the Dartmouth line because they created that seam, and Hawk had a lot of room in front of him.
This is one of the bigger offensive lines Coach White has had in the last couple of years. The last couple of years, they had talented athletes, but the line was small. Not that the line was inefficient. They were just small.
Sure.
And this line is much bigger than the last few years.
And spreading it out, receivers left and right.
There's Gendron looking. He can run. He's an athlete. Throws. End zone. Touchdown. And Davis.
Complete for a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown pass.
Great patience right there, Jim. Waited for the one-on-one matchups, found one that he liked, and just delivered the strike for about 15 yards.
This was the play before.
Yep. That's the play that set it up.
But there's not too many athletes, especially at the high school level, that can roll to their weak side and throw across their body.
Attempt the extra point.
And that wasn't the first time on the drive that he did that as well. Had a key first down over here in front of the bench.
Low snap.
And it's good.
And Michael Hawk
And with 3 minutes and 13
knocks it
seconds to
through.
go in the first quarter,
3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Indians take the first series of the game. They knock it in for 7 points. Here's a look at the touchdown.
Right there. Look at calling for it. And that's a good read from, because really he was the only one. 19 there, Bo Parland was kind of covered up in the corner, but good call there. Davis coming down with it. He knew he was free, and he knew that Gendron could get him with the strike there. So the Indians score first. That was a good drive too. Took a lot of time off the clock.
I want to see if we can watch the. Well, I don't know if we can see it in this thing, but the safety, number 10. He could have stayed back and perhaps intercepted or knocked the ball down. He had to get out of position.
Yeah.
Because Gendron can run.
Sure.
So it was a nice play. They kind of put him in a bad spot. And Gendron, being the athlete he is, threw it in from 13 yards. Opening scorer of the game, I'm Jim Thompson. He's Evan Massoud. He's from Fred TV over there in Fall River.
Well, Jim, that's the benefit of having a mobile quarterback. And, if Durfee's offense can get some rhythm, you're going to see that from Matt Sherry as well. And it's going to give Dartmouth some trouble, I'm sure.
Durfee on the kick return. They get it up over the 25 to the 26-yard line. I believe that was Pelletier on the return.
Tyler Hathaway in on the tackle.
Hathaway makes a special team stop. So the second series for Durfee. They moved the ball on the ground, moved it for about 18, 20, 25 yards, and then the Indians defense stiffened, forced them to punt. Let's see what they do here on their second series.
First and 10 for the Hilltoppers on their own 27-yard line.
This is Antone looking for running room, and he's not going to get much there.
By a host of Indians.
First guy to get a hold of him for the Indians was Thomas Palatroni.
Got maybe a yard, and it was actually because he got pushed from behind by the Indians players trying to tackle him. So a little bit of a break. They're giving him 2, actually. So second down and 8. But another play that didn't on the ground. It didn't quite materialize there for Durfee. Not like we had seen their first few plays.
So Sherry looking at second and 8. Going to get rid of it quickly. Far side, incomplete. Low throw. James Condre was the intended receiver. It'll bring up third down and long now for the Hilltoppers.
First pass of the night for Sherry, and kind of fell off the table. He had time to plant and throw, but just didn't hang up there. Just kind of died in the air. So now a third and long, and this is not 4-down territory. I've already seen Durfee punt once tonight in their first series.
Fake to Antone. Sherry's got time, lofts it long, deep, had 2 men out there. Falls incomplete. 2 Indians back there, 2 Hilltoppers. It'll be 4th down and punt situation here for Durfee. Playing on the road. 1-1 on the season. Opening win for the Hilltoppers over Falmouth. But last week I saw the game on Fred TV. You guys did a great job.
Thank you.
A Taunton team that is really good this year.
Yeah, they were tough. And you know, like if anybody watched that game, you know, I mentioned it at the opening bell here, Durfee started the game with about a 50-yard play. It got pulled back on a late flag for a hold at the line of scrimmage. And that really took Durfee's the wind out of their sail for about 2.5 quarters. Second half was a 7-7 game. It wasn't a bad game. It just the first half was not good.
It's a high snap. Fair catch here by Bo Pollen at his 39-yard line. Good rush by the Indians. They just missed by a whisker of blocking that.
Yeah, the long snap for Durfee it's been accurate. They didn't really have any issues with it last week. Haven't yet tonight, but a little more of an arcing snap. So it takes a little longer to get to the kicker there, Noguera. But Noguera, again, good hang time on the punt.
Now, I try to warn the people that work in the town hall.
Yeah.
Peter's got cameras everywhere. This is a dummy one. This is for football. But I warn all the employees in that building, look out. 1st and 10 Indians. Play action. Here's the rush. Gendron across his body again. Throws it over the head of his intended receiver, Michael Hawk.
Well, Hawk actually reached up for it, but I'm wondering if it was intended, though, for
Brady
Nunes
McCollum.
Medeiros.
Yeah. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Durfee that time had good pressure on the junior quarterback.
They did, and, you know, that was really their first good breakthrough of the line, you know, trying to get some pass rush going to give some pressure, because now, you know, on that first drive, Durfee seeing that Gendron can certainly be mobile and he can make plays happen. So you can't just let him patrol the backfield all night.
This is Michael Hawk. Hawk takes 2 or 3 defenders with him, so he gets it out to the 45-yard line where he's gang tackled. A late whistle. Getting up from the bottom of the pile for Durfee is Paul Bernard. Had him by the ankles and awaited the referee's whistle, which took a little bit.
Bernard is a junior, one who assistant coach Tim Powers was quick to praise after week 1. They like what they're seeing from Bernard.
We have something interesting here in the booth tonight. The referee is mic'd up with the official scorer and scoreboard operator, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5 to go here for Gendron and his Indians.
It's a big play here early.
Here comes the rush. Gendron avoids it, throws. He's got a man open, and it's caught down the far sideline. Receiving that for the Indians was James Gilbert, and that'll bring up an Indian 1st down.
That's the risk you take. You send a couple guys, really get into the quarterback's wheelhouse, and they almost made a play in the backfield, but takes one person away from down the field. Great pass on the run.
Gendron's a big fella, 6'1",
Yeah.
I'd say he's about 210. But he's athletic. So is this guy, Michael Hawk, dragging people down inside the 15-yard line. He took Carter Morrell for a little ride. We'll bring up 2nd down now. That was a solid run of 7 yards by the Indian tailback.
Dartmouth in the red zone again, 30 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Indians lead in this one. Time running down in the first. 7-0, looking to add to the score here. Gendron, 3-step drop, throws, end zone, got a man! And Davis could not hold on to it. Outstanding play there by James Gondre.
Now Durfee you reading it the whole way. The ball, though, was actually in and out of the hands before he even got there. So that one, more on the receiver that time because he was wide open. He went straight down, untouched to the end zone. That's one that the Indians would like to have back.
It stops the clock with 11 seconds to go. Third down, and we'll call it 4 to go here for the Indians. They'll send 2 to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. Mike Hawk stands with his quarterback. Here's the rush. It's a screen. This thrown a touch too high to Michael Hawk, who couldn't come down with it. Stops the clock.
Very uncharacteristic. Dartmouth, 2 straight dropped passes. This is the play from earlier that set up this red zone attack. But last 2 passes incomplete for Dartmouth. They'll get another shot before the quarter ends, though. 8 seconds. This is 4th down and about 4. And a timeout. Durfee burning a timeout.
Durfee.
So it's been an interesting drive. Gendron's done a nice job with his legs and his arm. Indians, as Evan just noted, a couple of drops, one for a touchdown, but that was very good safety play by Durfee, the ball arriving at the same time. In a high school football, college kids catch that. But
oh, yeah, you could sense the pressure was coming, for sure, And it was a good read, Gondre there, good read on that. He was clearly to be the free man and just watch the QB's eyes on that play because he read it perfectly. He was watching for where the ball's going to go. It was very quick to get there, too. Well,
going to go for it here on 4th down.
Big play early, Jim. I mean, Durfee was just at a 3 and out, so right after Dartmouth scored, so if Hilltoppers can stop them here, they'll have a long field ahead of them, but it'll keep them off the board. 4th and 4.
Gendron throws quickly, got a man, that's complete. And that's going to be close to a first down. Chase Alfonso on the grab. And let's see, I'm looking at the official on the far sideline.
Should be 1st and goal. He's inside the 10, but the end of the first quarter here, so we're going to switch sides. Get a good look at the end zone from our City Hall end zone cam when we come back. I am surprised, Jim, on this play. Good pass to the outside, wide open. Cut back, but wrapped around the neck, wrapped around the back, 3 Hilltoppers on him. The whistles did not come in till he hit the turf, which I'm kind of surprised. Usually when that backpedaling there, once forward progress is reached, they rule it dead, just player safety, but very late on the whistle that time.
So the quarter has come to a close. Indians on top by a score of 7-0. You're watching Dartmouth High School football cablecast by Dartmouth Media. Peter Chase in town tonight, producing and directing this telecast, and he's got a veteran crew with him. And here's a good look at us up here in the press box. We don't get much FaceTime. We don't want the viewers to
oh, come on,
to tune out. Doc Nooms. I've been sitting next to this guy. I've known him since I was a little kid. He loves FaceTime. And I don't mean FaceTime like on the computer. I mean, he's the PA announcer. He's the voice of Indian football.
Oh, yeah.
And,
this is his booth.
This is his booth, absolutely. I tried to buy the darn thing, but they wouldn't sell it to me. I just sell this thing for chopped wood and make my own. First and
oh man.
1st and goal, Indians
from the 8.
Hawk
on the carry.
pushing that defensive front back. A gain of 3, perhaps 4 on that.
Oh,
A little extracurricular activity going down there. A few words being said.
A little chirping.
Suleiman Haj, I believe you pronounce his name for Durfee.
Haji.
Haji was,
Yeah.
was
Great.
there.
His brother was on the team last year, graduated. Really good defender.
Spot the ball at the 4, 2nd down and goal.
Durfee trying to strip it. I saw one of the guys going in for the tackle, trying to pry the ball away from Hawk's arm.
Gendron throws. Incomplete in the end zone.
Nunes Medeiros looking back. I think he wanted a flag.
Let's take a look at it. Just a two-step drop.
He was wrapped up. That could have been a flag. He had Marshalla holding his arm back.
That's what you teach him. Get your arm in there and try to deflect that ball away. First tug on his jersey if you can.
Yeah, right.
At least that's what I used to teach. Third down goal.
Nice pitch.
Here's Michael Hawk. He's got running room, diving, and he's in for the touchdown. Mike Hawk just getting it across the goal line.
When you say just getting across, I was watching the knee, and the knee went down about 1.5 yards behind, so I know you just got to break the play, but we'll see it here. Break the play, and this was awfully close.
See, you mentioned if we could, Peter, after this
You want another camera, Jim?
I like another camera. Yeah. Because you were talking about outflanking people. Durfee was completely outflanked there. Is the point after touchdown, and that's good.
Yeah, we need the orange goalpost cameras.
Right.
Is that in the budget?
We can just get the line of right,
Hey, there you go.
Hold on a minute. They're completely outflanked.
Yeah.
This was a great call by Coach White. This short side of the field, you were talking about it earlier,
I know.
and they ran to the weak side.
Right.
They had them outflanked. Durfee had more defenders protecting the perimeter. It was I wouldn't say an easy score, but
What'd you
a
say?
4-yard touchdown.
Numbers and angles.
Numbers and angles.
There you go. No, good run. That's a really good run from Hawk, and he just dove right to the corner. Just got to hit the pylon. That's what he did. So a 2-score lead for the Indians here. 2 for 2 offensively. Durfee's got to answer here before the half.
Pelletier and Peter back deep for the Hilltoppers. Nathan Costa will kick off for the
Lewis
Indians.
Pina, number 1, and
Yep.
Janice Pelletier, number 16. They're the two guys back deep for Durfee.
That was the 4th touchdown of the season for Michael Hawk, Indian running back.
Wow.
There's a kick that goes way down inside the 5-yard line. Indians there, he breaks the first tackle, still on his feet. And that's Waller, number 12, I believe.
Yeah, it is. That's a great return
There's
when
a-
you consider how far that ball went.
And Waller with about a 26-yard kickoff return. Look at him, he's happy. He's got
Yeah.
a little giddy up in his step as he goes to the coach and says, "Coach, put me in."
Another sophomore getting it done for Durfee. That's a great return. Spin move here. Juke left, juke right.
29 yards.
Had his jersey being tugged from behind.
First and 10 for Durfee on their own.
Finally got a solid shoulder by Jaden Nunes Medeiros on special teams. First and 10, Durfee.
As I said earlier, right? Forward motion, keep the legs pumping. They tackled them from behind, got a couple extra yards out of it.
Quarterback for the Hilltoppers.
And the quarterback will keep it. He's got yardage. He's got the 30, looking for the 35. Takes a late bump out of bounds, but he was held up. Nice play there by Bo Pollen. Smart play. Realized the quarterback was out of bounds, and he held him up. The Indians right there.
Now, if this
That's a
had been
block.
the NFL, Jim,
That's a block in the back and a penalty.
depending on the quarterback,
Player will be second and
I don't know Evan, if you saw that. The guy blocked him in the back, and I don't know if you saw that or not.
on their own 35
Being the
yards.
old coach's eye up here, I see stuff like that. You know, you guys from Fall River, you're always trying to push. You haven't pushed my buttons yet. We've done a few games together. So this Coach Martin, when I say to anyone, any coach in high school level, the best defensive coordinator. And not only that, a fine gentleman.
well, Sherry got a little more than halfway there.
He did. Here's the lefty. Throws. He's got a man and tripping himself up
Sherry's pass
on his own.
to Cousins.
I don't
Cousins.
like that play at all. It was almost a lateral too. Coach Taylor Brown just took a collective breath right there. Not a great. It was definitely forward, but it was leading him back. You just don't want that.
The old turf monster.
Yeah. I'm glad they passed. I'm glad that, going for the pass attempt there to give Dartmouth something different to look at. But now you lost yardage. So now it's a 3rd and long instead of 3rd and 4, 3rd and 7. That's not that manageable when you're not at midfield yet. This is a pivotal play here in the first half.
Here's Sherry. Rolls near side, still looking, throws. He's got a strong arm, and he's got a man, and he hauls it in for a reception.
Phenomenal.
And that is James Condre on the reception. Down inside the Indian 40.
Wow. I mean, the pressure was coming. They sent 3 guys, got through on chasing down Sherry. So once again, you're going to have one-on-one matchups, just like we saw Dartmouth do before, right in the basket. It's a great pass and a great catch.
It's good defense back there by Brady Bopalin, but he was just a step slow. And Durfee picks up a big gainer, and more importantly, a first down to the Indian 35-yard line where they have it first down and 10 yards to go. They give it to the first man through and plugging along is Cousins. He's out for a gain of 4, bring up second down. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the opening half. You're watching Indian football cablecast live on YouTube. We welcome you people around the world in local cities. I say hello, Evan, to everybody in Fall River. Go ahead.
Absolutely. We promoted the game, of course. We've had this co-op collaboration for a number of years now with DCTV, and Durfee sees Dartmouth in pretty much everything, even though we're not conference opponents anymore. So glad everybody tuned in, all our Fred TV viewers, Fall River viewers.
There's a second down run, and running nicely is Anton, and he's out close to the first down. I think they're going to give it to him. Yeah, they're going to give him
good run.
Gain of 8 in a first down.
Good run from Cousins. You'll see, by Anton. You'll see it here as he bounced off about 2 times, maybe 3, and just kept going. Right there, stiff arm, bounced off 1. Another one says, let me get by, and that little extra dive, just enough to move the chains again. It puts Durfee down inside the 30.
Spotted at the 26 of the Indians. And once again, right up the middle, barreling his way through his Cousins.
That was such a quick handoff that it almost was a direct snap. that was executed really well.
It was a gain of 12 and a first down as he limps over to the bench.
Hilltoppers in the red zone now for the first time tonight. And a timeout is being called by the Indians.
Coach Martin, this is what I love about the guy. 2 big plays against his defense. Wants to just settle him down. Got a lot of young players in there. And nice to see Durfee doing something. Studied them a little bit. I really like the quarterback. I think this kid could be really special. And it's at any level, believe it or not, it's hard to coach against a left-handed quarterback.
Yeah.
Everything is, if you're a defender, everything is backwards.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Sherry really did have a good year last year. It was a whole new playbook, whole new offense that coaching staff put together, knowing that they had a young quarterback coming in. It allowed them to make some changes and whatnot. And, every year's different. It's nice that you have Sherry back, but, receiving core is a little different. His brother graduated last year, Ben, and, they had a number of key plays last year. Another wide receiver we had, he's no longer at Durfee. He would have been a senior this year. So a few changes, and, like with anything, the more field time, the more comfortable they'll get with each other. But you also got to try to win some games and in the process, so.
It is 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
1st and 10, Durfee, looking to get their first score of the game. And they run it here on first down, and that's going nowhere. That's Anton, the ball carrier.
Anton on the carry, met by a host of Indians.
Looks like no gain on the play.
No gain at all. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Led by Austin Garcia.
We have a spotter coming in. Doesn't realize what time the game started. Of course, Doc Newlands You know, if you were on the school committee like Doc, you would understand this stuff. You're a little late, you know. Family emergency. Well, that's never any good. 2nd down and 10 here for the Hilltoppers. Still looking for the first score.
2nd and 10 for the Hilltoppers on their own.
2
on the
wide outs to the
15
near side,
yard
1 to the top of your screen. Sherry looks the defense over. Looks
Sherry
left
the
the whole
pass.
way. Everyone's
there.
covered. He's going to run for it.
Now he's keeping it.
Inside the 10, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, and he's going to get in for the
my.
touchdown.
Can you believe that, Jim?
What an outstanding run from the quarterback, Matt Sherry. Gets the Hilltoppers on the scoreboard.
15 yards. I mean, but this, again, shows you, right, the leadership, the maturity on the field. He's looking for his first 2 options. They're covered up. Okay, time to tuck and run. And he's able to beat 2 defenders, 3 defenders, and get into the end zone. That's a big-time drive for Durfee. It started with the return that was back at the 5-yard line, and they get all the way down the field to answer Dartmouth's score.
Sherry to attempt the extra
Sherry,
point.
the quarterback, is also the kicker, and it's a low line, but it goes through. Looked like one of my tee shots on the first tee at the New Bedford Country Club.
Just got over.
When my partner says, "Don't worry, Jimmy, I haven't hit yet." 7:25 to go in the first half. Durfee on the scoreboard. Nice drive. Evans correct. Set up by a nice return to start the drive for Durfee. And I like this kid, Matt Sherry. I see a lot of good in him. He's an athlete, and we got ourselves a ball game at 14-7.
That's got to feel good because traditionally this stadium has not been friendly to Durfee, number one. But after last week and taking a while to get going offensively, that was a really solid drive. No flags. It's been a clean game. Knock on wood here, but just really that was solid.
Nice crowd here on the home side, and
Sherry to kick off.
3/4 of the stands across the way. There's a good look at the Durfee Hilltopper
Yeah, they're
sideline.
filing in.
You guys travel pretty well.
Oh yeah.
I understand those fans thought there was free hot dogs.
Back on the hot dogs, huh?
Yep, here we go. That's Bo Pollen from his 13. Looking for running room. He's still on his feet. He's going to break it here to the near side. Look out. He's got speed. Cuts it back inside across the 50 and down inside the 45-yard line goes Bo Pollen.
It's a tremendous run, Jim, but that's the kind of thing now that, like, okay, you put something together offensively. That's the last thing that you want to happen as the kicking team after you just scored. It puts Dartmouth in a great position and taking nothing away from Bo Parlin. It was a good kick, and it was a fantastic return. I mean, he was backpedaling from the start of it. He got the blocks, and he got through. Look at that. Following the leader, following Hawk, right down, then broke free. Tremendous.
42-yard line.
A good tackle there. Sherry's the one who brought him down. Sherry, the kicker, and the quarterback brought him down. Otherwise, he would have been gone.
1st and 10 Indians. Here's Michael Hawk. Hawk's got the 40, looking for the 35. He's got it. Solid run on 1st down. Wrapped up by
Eddie Barrios on the
Barrios of Durfee.
Yeah, it just came right here, near side, right in front of the bench. Just short of the first. Picked up about 8 yards.
34-yard line. That's a gain of 8.
2nd down and short now. Indians look to answer. There's the brain trust of the Indians, Coach White and Coach Martin. They've been together for a long time, those two young men. Anyone's young. You compare him to me, Evan. Here's Davis. Jet sweep. Oh, Davis is going to have himself the 1st down, and he's tackled outside of the boundary. No flag. That's enough for a 1st down, though.
It wasn't overly, they were wrapped up, both going to the ground. And I mean, like we saw the late hit on Sherry before. Seems like officials are going to let him play.
1-yard line of the Hilltoppers. That's enough for a 1st down.
So it's an Indian 1st down. 14-7's our score. I'm Jim Thompson.
On the Hilltopper 31-yard line.
We welcome our friend Evan from Fall River to the telecast. Voice of the Hilltoppers and many other things in Fall River. Some we can't talk about. 1st and 10. And whistles blow, and I think Durfee may have called a timeout. You see one of the Hilltopper.
No, Dartmouth called it. Yeah. I know you said voice of the Hilltoppers, but we got to keep friendly with Diamond. We do some Diamond coverage as well because they're right down the street, and they're in the, we just went through it at Durfee with the new building and all that stuff, and about a year and a half ago, finally everything done. The facilities now, where the construction, where the old school was, the campus is done now. It's beautiful. But Diamond, building a new school now, and they're hoping to be in it by next September. And so they're dealing with all the construction, and they don't have any fields. So like football's been using Durfee, Atlantis Charter. They even had to play at Somerset Berkeley. They've had to play a home game because they don't have anywhere. You have Durfee's home. Where do you go? They're playing most of their soccer at Britland Park. Building projects are a good thing, but it certainly does the process. It interrupts a lot of things,
First and 10 Indians. They're up by 1 score. Davis in motion. Gendron throws, looking for the end zone. And it's thrown to the wrong team. It's picked off in the end zone. Joe Michella picks it off. Durfee turns the Indians over.
It's a risky play. I like the play call. I like taking the deep shot. But, in a sense, though, Gendron didn't really look that direction. He just kind of aimed and fired. He didn't scan. You can't have the defender undercutting the receiver. That's when bad things happen. And right there, the Hilltoppers with the interception in the end zone. And they will take over.
It was a good rush by Durfee. I think Gendron just threw that half a step too soon.
Yeah, might have felt some pressure coming. And wanted to get rid of it.
There's that town hall camera once again. Look out, you speeders on Slocum Road. Peter Chase has got you covered. First down run here by Durfee.
Who would have thought? Peter Chase, director of media and law enforcement.
Oh, yeah.
Traffic cop.
I tell him the story all the time. Cindy Marlin was our boss for nearly 20 years.
Right.
The town administrator.
Yeah, ask and you receive.
There you go.
Here's the traffic situation.
Hey.
Our traffic cam. Jim, take it.
There you go. So the town administrator calls me in because I'm the so-called chairman of the board. And he says, what are we going to do with Peter? I said, the guy knows everything on everybody. Don't interview anybody. Just give him the damn thing, will you? Second down and 8.
Oh, man.
Nice run here again. That's going to be close to a first down. That's a gain of 9, and they will move the sticks. For the Durfee offense, looking sharp the last 2 series.
Yep, that was Antone with another run, so he picked up that first down on his own. First rush was to the far side, a little sweep, and that time right up the middle, across the 30. 5.5 to go. Durfee got the opening touchdown, so it kind of kickoff, which makes that interception, a little more important, really, because Dartmouth's going to get it in the third, and you just took the ball out of their hands.
This time they run it to the right, and a swarm of Indians there.
Still picked up about 3 or 4.
Yep, Rothwell Packard there for the Indians.
All about forward momentum. Once again, another tackle that moved the runner forward. He didn't, get stood up. We do have, I think, a player down. Yeah, we do on the far side. It looks like one of the Hilltoppers. And
you want to take a break?
Trainer Kelly Mahoney out there. That's number 11 for the Hilltoppers. That's Landon Noguera, the punter.
You got like a commercial or something? So is our process here when we have an injured player. We just take a timeout and let the student athlete be attended to. And Evan and I are just going to back away for a little bit. We'll be right back with more Indian Durfee football in just a moment. That's Landon Noguera, the injured player for Durfee, and he's being helped off.
Yeah, you know, Jim, part of the game, unfortunately, injuries, but Landon not able to put any pressure at all on that right leg, and that's, you know, an injury's bad in general, but that's Durfee's punter, and they have been relying on that right leg the first, 2 weeks of the year, and into tonight, week 3, he's been very good as a punter. So that's special teams going to take a hit. Next man up. Hopefully he's going to be okay, but when you got to get helped off like that, it's not usually a good sign.
It'll be second down and 8 for the Hilltoppers. And their last couple of possessions have showed a little life on the offensive side of the football. Indians playing on their heels a little bit. Let's see what happens here.
Clock rolling again. That last play was on the ground, so 2nd and 7 as we get back to it.
Low snap. Sherry on the move. He's a good athlete, and he gets it up to about the 38-yard line. He'll be about 3 or 4 yards short. Sam Blevins, linebacker for the Indians, made the tackle.
Sherry took a pretty good hit there at the end of the run. Got stood up as he was going down.
3rd down and 3 now for the Hilltoppers. Ball at their own 38-yard line. Oh, Indians jump.
Our first flag of the game, and Durfee baited him. Looks like it'll be offsides.
It'll be offsides against Dartmouth High, and that'll give Durfee the much-needed first down they were looking for.
Yeah. We saw Sherry motion. He did a little, you'll see it here in the replay. He moved his arms as if to call hike. Right there. And Dartmouth was ready. They were set in the house, Jim. They wanted the pressure. Didn't want to give it up on 3rd down. They wanted to stop them. But 5 yards.
So they marked the 5 yards off and gives Durfee a free first down.
4 minutes to go in the half.
28-yard line. Check that. 23-yard line.
1st and 10 Hilltoppers, trailing the game by a score of 14-7. Low snap. And picking up 1 or 2 yards. And we got another Hilltopper down. That was Cousins, the ball carrier. And thank goodness that lineman looks to be in some pain.
Yeah. Little wobbly.
Yeah, the referees smartly call for a referee's timeout to make sure the young fellow's okay. That usually happens to Doc Nunes in the 3rd quarter, the public address announcer. He eats one of those hot dogs that he keeps making me eat every Friday night for 30 years to support the band. And I see him like a month ago buying them, and he goes, "Jimmy, they're really good this week."
Official timeout on the
So
field.
now we
DePina
have-
getting off the field okay.
Hey, Evan, stay tuned to the end of the game. We have a thing called the fan of the game. This week, a 2025 Mercedes-Benz.
Yours?
No, not mine. Can't afford one of those in retirement. I have my own company truck from DCTV.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Brand new.
Yeah, really?
Peter gave it to me.
All right, decals and all.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. 2nd and 9.
Fall River's watching.
Yeah, you'll be getting one soon.
Oh, boy.
Here's Sherry. He's an athlete, and he's out for the first down. Gain of 11 and another Durfee first down. Garcia made the tackle, but way too late in the Indian secondary.
Tons of land in front of the Sherry, down in the pocket there. Everybody fell to the right, fell to the left.
27-yard line.
And now Durfee in a position here that they could work 4 downs if they need to, as they're on the other side of the 50, but time rolling on here too. 2:45, Jim, in the first half.
Sherry looking at 1st and 10.
Antone's on the
Here's
carry.
Antone, the ball carrier. He's had a solid game. Hurdles a tackler, breaks it down inside the 45, down to about the 43. Garcia once again getting up slowly there for the Indians. Was in on the stop.
Yeah, leaping over and then hit with the swarm. And yeah, Garcia ended up at the bottom of the pile there.
Gain of 5 on the play. Rolling down to the 2-minute mark. Jim Thompson and Evan Massoud coming to you from the stadium. Friday night football, Indians clinging to a 14-7 lead. The defense playing on the heels just a bit. Sherry looks, fires, and throws it low, incomplete.
Intended for Condrey is
Condrey was the intended receiver. Now brings up 3rd down, stops the clock.
Sherry had a lot of time, and then the ball just didn't really come out of his hand cleanly. They just kind of died.
Brady Pompano was on the coverage.
But to your point, does stop the clock. That is a plus here as you get ready for 3rd and 5.
Referee is talking through the clock manager up here, wondering why the clock is stopped.
Yeah, the ball wasn't caught.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
They ruled it incomplete on the field.
Now we have,
Timeout, Durfee. I'm not surprised.
Timeout,
Yeah.
Hilltoppers.
we've had a couple of injury timeouts. We've had some referee timeouts.
Yeah. Yeah,
Both
long
teams
second
have
quarter.
both teams are using them.
Taylor Brown, the head coach there on your screen with the red and white hat, with the his microphone or his headset straight up in the air. So he's right there with his offense.
Did he play at Durfee?
Yeah.
He was a pretty good player. Was he a basketball player as well?
You know, I'm not sure, to be honest with
think
you.
he
Yeah, I
was.
know football has always been Taylor's thing, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a 3-sport athlete either. Yeah, it's interesting you asked that, because that's something I've never really talked about with him. You know, football is so consuming that when I see him, we talk about football.
Well, it's a big 3rd down and 5 here for the Hilltoppers.
2 receivers on the near side, 1 all alone on the far side, on the totally opposite end of the pocket, opposite end of the field.
Sherry rolls far side. He fakes the pitch, now pitches it, and it's going to be enough for a 1st down. A late pitch, and that turns out to be a 1st down. That's Marvin Antone picked up the 1st down at 3rd and 5.
Little Patrick Mahomes move right there. I don't like the laterals, but it worked out that time for the Hilltoppers. They move the chains here.
Well, we haven't seen an option run in this game. That was our first, and good enough for a 6-yard gain. And actually,
They still haven't
I think
moved.
there's a penalty.
Oh, there was a flag.
Yeah, there's a penalty. And they're talking to the chain gain across the way. Let's see what we have.
Yeah, that was a late flag. I didn't see that coming in. Oh,
Ask against the
that's
Indians.
why. Was it probably? Let's see. Oh, yeah, right in the middle of the field. Yeah, see, we were looking up top, Jim, and right in the middle of the field, one of the players' helmets came square off. That was Durfee's, I think that was 67 for Durfee. That was Rajon Hearns. So personal foul, a face mask. That's going to help the Hilltoppers out quite a bit. Down to the 26.
This drive coming off a Hilltopper interception in the end zone.
That's right.
Their first score was set up by the special teams on a long kickoff return. This was a Dartmouth mistake, and Durfee looking to capitalize as the half is coming to a close with 1:41 to go. There's the referee with the personal foul. stadium clock is not working that well. 1st and 10, Hilltoppers. And Sherry does it again.
Yep, caught him offsides. That's another 5 yards. It should be in favor of the
I
Hilltoppers.
think it's going to go against Durfee, though. Yep, it's going to go against the Hilltoppers.
But the false start.
So instead of 1st and 10, it'll back them up. Dead ball foul moves the football back to the 26 and brings up 1st and 15.
For the
Let's see the replay here because Dartmouth jumped too. Let's see who moved. Right
Big
there,
78.
Yep. Yeah, Hunter Martin. So 1st and 15.
Sherry brings them out. And Durfee Whiteouts look confused. 3 to the near side. Now they're going to have twins on either side of the field.
Oh, switching it up again.
Sherry off the ball fake, and he gets down to the 20-yard line.
Almost lost the ball at the end of that.
5, yeah.
Austin Garcia in on the tackle.
Garcia was there for the Indians. They'll give him a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down
Gain of 6
and
on the
9.
play. It will be 2nd
The
and
clock
9
rolls,
for the
and Sherry
Hilltoppers.
gets him to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, no huddle this time.
Same play. This time he hands it to the man in motion, and that's Carbello.
Yeah, Nelson Carabello, another sophomore. Jim and I weren't kidding, folks. I mean, this team for Durfee, literally like 50% of the roster are sophomore players. Under a minute to go.
Ball down to the 19-yard line. It will
Be
be
Sherry called the play very quickly, Jim, and now they're lining up.
3rd and 12.
For the Indians.
3rd and 7.
Excuse me. Yep, 7.
Right at the 20, right 19-yard line.
Sherry's got time. Late rush. Throws it end zone.
Out of reach.
Incomplete.
Little long.
Sherry's back.
Good to miss long, but it was long.
Condre was the intended receiver.
Intended for Caballo is incomplete.
Chase Alfonso, along with Davis, were back
And Chase Alfonso
in the
on
end zone
cover.
defending for the Indians, and Durfee looks like they will go for it here on 4th and 7. That's pretty cool. You're watching the Indian defender back there, Jaden Nunes Medeiros, with his hands on his ear holes going, oh, is he going to catch it or not? I don't know if you,
I
you
know.
got that. He was on the opposite side of the field going, oh, boy. So,
Timeout, Durfee.
another timeout.
Timeout, Durfee.
That's their 3rd timeout,
No more.
and they'll have no more. That's
Yep.
correct.
On what is it's going to be a 4th and 7 here from the 19.
That is Durfee's 3rd and
Hey,
final
we welcome
timeout
all
of the
you
half.
fans in Fall River and around the world. We are live on YouTube TV. And believe it or not, we get texts throughout the world watching these telecasts. And, you know, most people in Dartmouth and New Bedford, if you tell them you're going to go over the Braga Bridge, they think that's the end of the world. Now, I don't know how you people in Fall River think. Like, you're kind of on the other side of the bridge. But like, I tell people, my wife and I have been going to Providence, I don't know, 25 years for dinner, just about every Saturday night. And our friends look at us and go, you go over the bridge? I'm like, oh, yeah.
I know. I was going to say, these days, I wouldn't be so much worried about the Braga as I am the Washington
Oh,
Bridge.
that is. Yeah, that's a horror show. And his
It
head
is.
coach of the Indians, Rick White, looking to stop this drive here. His team with a 14-7 lead. His defense looking at 4th and 7.
Yeah. Durfee's had 2 really good drives here to end this first half. But you know they don't want it to stall out here. This is a big play. Trips to the right side.
4th and 7 for the Hilltoppers. Nat Sherry at quarterback for Durfee.
Empty backfield.
Sherry, here comes the rush.
Yeah,
And down he
that was
goes.
coming.
Could smell that for a mile away.
Palatroni in on
Sherry was looking
Packard
for a
and
flag.
Palatroni in there. Anytime you have trips, they outnumber you in the box.
Yeah.
especially if they know you have 5 yards or more to go. They know you're not going to run it. So,
yeah, that's what I was worried about. But great play for Dartmouth. There is a flag, though. That was late if it came in.
Ricky
Oh,
White
my.
steps in. You got to be kidding me.
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct
Wow.
against the Indians.
You know, Sherry motioned. Somebody said something to Sherry, but it didn't. I didn't see anything egregious where Sherry was. We'll see it one more time here. They dragged him down. All right. And then 63 moved over. And, yeah, they threw it on him. What did he do? I don't like that call. I didn't see much there. As filling Rothwell Packard, number 63, who it appears the flag was on. And Durfee's going to get some life here. They're going to keep the ball, I think.
Nope, they don't have the football. It's after the.
Oh, it was after the play.
After
I'm
he was
sorry.
down, so the Indians take
That's right,
possession.
dead ball.
Hold them on 4th down. Ricky White was not happy.
No, I mean, you know,
so that was
they've been talking all game. We haven't seen a flag get called, but I think that was a little, and that's from behind. It was nowhere near the play where that flag was thrown from.
Doesn't quite matter. The play was over. Now Ricky White is talking to the head official.
A lengthy conversation on the bottom left of your screen in what's been a very long second quarter. 8 o'clock.
Past my bedtime. He's been along for his half, that's for sure. 14-7 ball game.
All right.
I think they'll just run a play here and let time run out and get the band on here for halftime.
1st and 10 for the Indians on their own 15-yard
Gendron will
line.
just take a knee. And that will conclude
Gendron takes a knee.
the first half of play here at the stadium. So at the end of 2 quarters here in Dartmouth, our score is Dartmouth High School 14, Durfee High School 7. Stay tuned for the Dartmouth High School Marching Band. Enjoy the halftime, everyone. Evan and I will be right back with all the action in the second half coming up in just a few minutes.
Open. We have plenty of chicken and fries, hot dogs, quesadillas, meatball subs, macaroni and cheese, pulled pork sandwiches. Popcorn, pretzels, soda, candy, and all the proceeds do benefit the School Music Association, so we do appreciate your patronage. We'd like to remind you that the track band and our cheerleaders will be going through the stands. 2025 field show entitled Beacons. Drum major, is the band ready? Drum major, you may take the field for performance.
Like a lighthouse cutting through the darkness, we too must find courage and clarity to navigate the uncertainties of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dartmouth High School Marching Band. I'm John Nunes, and on your announcer, and on behalf of the Dartmouth High School football team and marching band members, we thank you for attending the game this evening. We have a number of cars that are parked in back of town hall that need to be moved, or they will be towed. Mass registration 4ZMY5E.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Mass registration 74YB14. Mass registration 6EC.
We taking this mic down?
Mass registration 9F12.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that halftime show. The Dartmouth High School Marching Band Award winners throughout the decades. It's an outstanding performance. I've been talking with John Nunes, who's very active in the band. And come on, parents, you got to get some of these kids out. We're used to having a big band. I think we're down to 47 kids. Let's rally. Let's get the youth in town back into the music program and build this award-winning band for decades. Come on, parents. That's my special announcement. Anyway, our score is 14-7 at the half. And talking with Evan at halftime, he's hit it right on the button. Tale of two halves.
Yeah, tale of two quarters there, Jim.
Two quarters.
It's okay. It's all right. Now we'll have the second half. So, no, really, the first quarter was all Dartmouth. Even had forced a 3-and-out against the Hilltoppers. And in the second quarter, Durfee put it together, a couple long drives. They came up empty in one of them. But that drive they came up empty in to end the half started thanks to an interception in the end zone. So this could be a very different looking game had they not gotten the turnover. So that alone is kind of you didn't score, but you held Dartmouth off the board. So in a way, it's still a win, despite the fact that they're down by one score.
It was a 7-point swing for sure.
Essentially, yeah, because Dartmouth was driving, had a really big return right after Durfee scored their first touchdown. And on that drive, we're trying to set up a play in the end zone there that was picked off by Marcella. And so, it certainly it could be 21-7 here very easily. So Durfee's in it. They got to go on defense, though, to start the third quarter as they received the opening kickoff. And they'll now give the ball to the Indians here for the second half.
We welcome you viewers around the world. We are live on YouTube, Dartmouth Community Media. We got the first team in here in the truck tonight. Always do a great job, led by Peter Chase, longtime town employee and member of the FBI. Here's the second half kickoff. And it's a low bouncer.
Oh, poor Pete.
It's picked up at the 25, across the 30, out to the 45-yard line. Solid return there by the Indians returner, one of the up men, and that was Chase Alfonso.
Yeah, taken from beyond the 15, and some good speed there on the return. Good yards picked up there. Solid, like you said, about 30 yards. That's a great way to start the second half, as the Indians are right at the emblem at midfield already.
Michael Hawk was back there, and I'm sure they didn't want to kick it to him. First and 10 Indians to start the third quarter. So mentioned Michael Hawk, and he's going to lose a couple.
Yeah.
In there for Durfee right away was Haji.
Haji and Carter Morrell, number 51. They both were ready for the run, and they wrapped up Hawk. See it right here. Stopped him in the backfield. Got right through the line just broke right down. They got right through Owen Shirtliff and company.
Second down and 12. As Gendron looks at the defense. Two wides to the top of your screen. Two to the bottom. And here's Gendron running near side. He's got to throw on the run and just overshoots his man down there at the 32-yard line. That's Brady Boparlin. Just off his fingertips. It'll bring up third down and long now for the Indians. That's a great camera shot. Peter Chase installed this year. Fantastic.
Great pass rush coming off the edge, breaking from the second line there, the back line of the defense there. Number 10 for Durfee, that was Zatavian Rodriguez. He started the pressure, forced Gendron outside and had to throw on the run. It was a good pass, just a little long out of reach. Good coverage down the field for Durfee. That's a really good play there on second down. Got enough of the, enough pressure on the quarterback, forced him out of the pocket, and then downfield they did their job.
Third down, here's the rush. Gendron avoids it. Going to try to run for it. And he's going to be bottled up back at his 41-yard line, and there's a late hit. Gendron looking for a flag, and there isn't any.
There was a very late flag came in from the backfield. That's a great open field tackle one-on-one on the QB, but not sure this is going to be favorable for the Hilltoppers after the stop. We'll see.
Jenner was brought down nicely. And there's a...
Yeah, the flag was thrown, though, at the pocket area, not near the sideline. And now they're dropping it at the line of scrimmage.
That was Damian Keita that came in late. That happened right in front of the official.
So off to the left of your screen, you'll see the flag come flying in right at the end of the play. Oh, there was a hit right there, but it was that. No, the flag came in. What? There was nothing going. Line judge on the far side throwing a flag, too, as the play's on the other side of the field. I don't know what this call is. Let's see.
It's against the Indians.
It is.
Decline to bring up.
Yeah, because it's fourth down.
Chop block against the Indians.
Okay.
That penalty is declined.
We saw 3 replays, Jim. I still didn't see it unless I'm not looking in the right place of the field.
Well,
That's okay.
We saw a what I would call a cheap shot by Keita.
4th and 16
And
for the Indians.
it's unnecessary at any level of football. When the player's down, he's down. You don't give him a forearm to the head. Right in front of the officials, not called. Game goes on. Bad series, bad start for the Indians.
That's a 3 and out.
Michael Hawk has trouble with the snap.
They ran into the kicker. It's a personal foul.
And the ball is bouncing nicely in the Indians' favor. And it's still rolling, and it'll be touchdown inside the 10. But there is a penalty way back where the kicker was.
You know, Durfee, you get the stop, 3 and out, right? Good defensive plays. You force Dartmouth to punt for the first time. Now you run into the kicker, into the punter.
Coach White looking on. If this third quarter is going to be like anything like the second quarter, we may be here till midnight. Doc, what time does the school committee shut the lights off?
Seriously.
So now they're calling everyone back. See the official? Still haven't got the call.
Oh, offsetting. There was a penalty on Durfee too. On Dartmouth too.
Personal foul. Against Durfee. Personal foul. Running into the kicker. This official has it backwards.
This is total confusion right now. Coach White has to go out and tell him what the call is. I saw one penalty unless there was something downfield, like a block in the back or something, but oh, this is wild.
As my old friend, Coach Paul Espinola, who coached football here as assistant coach and head basketball coach for many years at Dartmouth, he used to say, we practice all week only for these guys to come in here and hold up the game for 15 minutes. This is absolutely ridiculous what's going on here now.
We're still talking about it. We just saw the replay again, folks, at home. I'm not clearly running, the roughing the kicker is there's no question. He tackled him, but I didn't see anything else.
Let's see what we have.
I didn't see anything against Dartmouth.
There's an illegal block.
Yeah, there was a block on Durfee. Top of your screen.
Right.
They threw
Another
something back
shot
there. And if Dartmouth retaliated after that hit, then that'd be on number 2. That'd be on Davis, and that might be what they're saying is the offsetting penalty. Because he and Eddie Barrios were going at it. Yeah, exactly. So It did. That should be Durfee. Kind of talking with the guys in the truck here and was communicating about the replays. More eyes on the play. Thank you, guys. But this should be 2 against Durfee as far as I'm concerned.
Well, as a former coach,
Is this considered a forum?
I
mean, we're in a public space, but.
what I'm disappointed in is
All right.
all of a sudden this game's getting chippy
I know.
with cheap shots.
And there really hadn't been any penalties or
hadn't
anything
been.
for most of the game. And now we've had a lot going on over the last, 5 minutes of gameplay, we'll say, going back to the second quarter.
Oh, this is just.
Well, the lines, the chains are moving down, so it doesn't look like we're re-kicking this. Still really not a clear explanation, Jim, as to what's going on. Our officials are just heading down the field.
Well, I'm sure that gentleman's just doing the best he can.
Oh, yeah, no, I get it. I'm just saying, though,
But this game is
boy.
getting out of hand, in my opinion, from up here.
Yep.
Watching some of the chippiness that's going on. And that comes from the sideline, and it also comes from the officials.
Yeah. They're still talking now, too, middle of the field.
And not only that, we have 8 cars
Yeah.
parked behind the school buses behind the, as you call it, City Hall.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing here now, based on where the ball was marked dead, it's going to be spotted, it looks like, further down. So it looks like penalty may have been assessed. Now our officials heading to Durfee's sideline.
If you people haven't turned this game off by now, feel free.
This is wild.
Because I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Peters, from the truck. They have another replay. They think they're going to mark this ball half the distance to the goal. And now this guy, dear goodness.
Yeah, because this is not where the ball was marked dead. So you can't. It wasn't within 50. It's less than 15 yards. So half the distance. And Durfee gets assessed the penalty after the.
This guy's got more FaceTime than the Dartmouth High School band did.
Yeah, but Noon's here in the booth. So it's on the 5-yard line. Okay. Hey, we're lining up. Here we go.
A 17-minute delay. Dear heavens. What could take so long? Durfee's going to run it on first down and perhaps a yard or two. They're starting this drive from about their 5-yard line.
Yeah, I want to say this is as far back as either side's been on any drive tonight. The penalty, of course, aiding that. Doesn't look like he gained anything, actually. Let's see. Oh, yeah, 4 yards. Okay, they hit late to move the marker there. So.
Well, the guys on the chain gang, they probably went home. We probably thought the game was over after a 17-minute delay.
No, my mistake, actually. So at the 4-yard line, so didn't gain anything. Just got back to it.
Be second down and 10. The 11 o'clock news will follow this telecast, and that'll be in about 5 minutes. Sherry in there at quarterback. Ball fake, tries to run it out there and runs right in to a solid Indian defense. Owen Shirtliff was the first guy to get a hold of him.
Led by Tom Palatroni.
Palatroni as well. Palatroni coming back from injury. Had a nice game tonight.
That's a great tackle. That was Caden Silva. He was the one on the quarterback. And Sherry was not getting through.
3rd and 8 now for the Hilltoppers. Just under 9 minutes to play here in the third. 17-minute delay as the officials were trying to figure out what was going on, what should normally take 45 seconds.
I'll tell you, Jim.
17 minutes.
Be interested to see, Jim, who if Durfee cannot convert here on 3rd and long. Who's going to be the punter for the Hilltoppers? Because Noguera went down with what looked to be a pretty significant injury. And now Durfee using a timeout. Noguera was pretty much carried off the field by his teammates in the 2nd quarter after getting spun down, and he has been the punter. So not trying to get too far ahead here. Still got to play a down yet to go, but you know it is a concern.
Is a wonderful punt by Michael Hawk.
Yeah,
as he kind of bobbled the snap, just got that punt away. Took a great Indian roll, and that started the clock at 17 minutes to try to figure out a couple penalties.
Yeah.
And there was one obvious one they didn't call.
Yeah, and the thing is in the back, you know, obviously because the ball was bobbled now, you have the rusher for Durfee thinking, oh, I have a chance at this ball. So it goes full bore at Hawk, and what happens? He's going to tackle him, and you can't do that. So, I mean, he's going after the ball, I get it, but at the same time, you can't run into the kicker like that. And it wasn't just running, that was roughing the kicker. That was full-on tackle.
For you people who play golf, broadcasting this game, and I've been doing it for 30 years, this is like playing behind the slowest foursome you've ever played against, and a 4-hour round is going to take you 6. And at the turn, you want to go up in front of the group in front of you and have a confrontation. We still got 8.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd. So not much action.
3rd and 8, Jim. Here we go. Let's put Gondre in motion there, number 18.
Sherry looks, throws, completes it, and that's going to be a first down.
Wow, that's a huge play.
Mulholland on the tackle, Condre on the reception. So quick toss to the far sideline. Gets Durfee from the shadows of their own goalpost and gets themselves a first down. They get it out to about the 18-yard line.
Could see some confusion there with the defense after the timeout because Durfee they repositioned Gondry, sent him in motion before the snap to the far side, and now they added another receiver out there, and he had all 3 guys going the same route. So who's Sherry going to go to? And it was just kind of a scramble to the ball. I like the play call. That was good.
They run it here to the near side, and this is Antone. He skips across the 20, out to about the 22-yard line. Rothwell Packard there for the Indians to make the stop. Not before Anton rips off a nice run of 5 to bring up 2nd down and medium to go here for Durfee. This drive started at around the 5-yard line.
Ball is on the 22-yard line, 23-yard line of the Hilltoppers.
Antone's the runner. Sherry the quarterback. They give it to the fullback this time, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Perhaps a yard. That was Cousins, the ball carrier.
Actually, they gave him 3. You got a little more than I thought.
He did. Creep
3 or 4.
Is going to be just short of the first down.
Another one of those, though, Jim, where it almost looks like a direct snap to the to the back. It's such a quick handoff. It's like snap, receive, and then right into the runner who's already in motion. Durfee's done a good job with that. That is a play that, if the timing's just a little bit off, the ball's loose. It can be a dangerous play, but 3rd and 1.
Sherry, he's going to keep it himself. Looking for running room. He's got it. He's got himself a first down. And Durfee will still possess the football. Started this drive deep within their own territory. Moving the ball nicely. Austin Garcia was there to make the stop for Dartmouth High. But this drive started back around the 5, and they're just across the 30.
Yeah, very methodical here. After the first 2 plays at the line, didn't really amount to much. That big 8-yard pass, or on 3rd and 8 pass, I should say. It was for more than 8 yards, but to Gondre bailed them out. Now they move the chains again. Sherry directing traffic.
Turns, hands off.
Cousins on the carry.
Cousins. He gets it up to about the 25-yard line. O'Pollen
in on the tackle.
was there to make the tackle for the Indians, but a nice gain of 4 by the Hilltopper ball carrier to bring up second down, and we'll call it 6 yards to go.
Gain of 3 on the play. It will be 2nd and 7 for the Hilltoppers.
Jerry checking in with his head coach.
Ball is on
Mercifully, we're down to about 5 minutes to go here in the third as midnight nearly approaches. Doc Nunes is ready to shut the lights off. Durfee, and they were in no hurry themselves.
No,
You would think they were ahead.
No, time management here. They're just trying to shorten the game. Hopefully they can come up with a score. That's what they're looking to do.
There's Sherry looking for room, avoids one tackler and steps out of bounds across the far sideline.
Forced out of bounds.
Picked up about 3.
Yeah, picked up a couple. We'll bring up third down now. We'll call it about 4 or 5 yards to go. Depends where they spot the football. The referee is over there. We'll give him a gain of 1.
I have to say, the coaches last week, because Durfee was on the road for week 1. I got to talk with all the coaches last week, and the positive vibe is really fantastic. The coaches said this is one of the most coachable groups, and they're young kids too, right? A lot of sophomores. We talking about that. One of the most coachable groups that they've had since Taylor Brown took over the program about 10 years ago. So you can see the focus even on the sideline. No one's messing around. Everybody's fully involved here.
Sherry, slant pass. He throws it behind the intended receiver.
He had Marshella open.
We're going to bring up 4th down now for Durfee, and
It will be 4th and 5.
they're going to bring on the punt team.
They have to.
Games of special teams, and as Evan said, the punter is out, so we'll have to see who's going to replace him.
Well, the punter, Noguera, got taken off the field or helped off.
Landon Noguera back to punt for the Hilltoppers.
So Noguera will come in
Brady Bohallen
to
back
do
in
the
for
kicking, and
Indians.
Okay, Noguera is back in. I mean, he was helped off by 2 of his teammates. I'm so glad to see him back in the game. That's awesome. We're up here in the booth, did not have a chance to talk with the coaches at halftime.
high snap.
And he boots it, Jim. Guess that leg is okay. That's fantastic. I'm glad to see that.
O'Pollen with a fair catch down to the 32-yard line. The Indian defense held on that last possession. Durfee did a nice job taking it out from the own 5-yard line. The Indian defense holds them up, and now they'll give the possession back to the Indians. Dartmouth on top in this one by a score of 14-7. I'm Jim Thompson. He's Evan Massoud. Hope you enjoy these telecasts of Indian football, brought to you by Dartmouth Community Media. We got the first team here tonight, Evan. Peter Chase in charge. And trust me, folks, he's in charge of the entire town.
Jim, that's a tough drive for Durfee. They bailed themselves out after the, roughing the kicker and whatnot. But certainly had an opportunity with that third down pass there. Had the man open. An incomplete pass, it's going to happen. No one's perfect. But I know Durfee, had their eyes on trying to tie up the game. They've made a couple good stops against the Indians since Dartmouth went out 14-0 early in the game.
So the Indians now, after the Gendron 2-yard gain, looking at 2nd down in 8. Need a solid drive themselves to get a little momentum back in this game. The officials have completely taken the momentum out of the second half.
One thing Durfee did do is shorten the game. They took over 5 minutes off the clock.
I didn't know the referees played for Durfee. That's Bo Pollen on the reception.
I think if you
That's
ask
a gain of 13 in the first half.
ask anybody in Fall
I've
River,
seen some
and I don't think that's the consensus.
You've been broadcasting long enough. You have a 17-minute delay on a penalty call. You take the starch out of both coaches and out of both teams.
No, of course. No.
Just is.
And this has been, honestly, that's really been the only hiccup in the game. It's been a really good football
Only
game.
hiccup. We could have played 3 games in 17 minutes. 1st and 10 Indians. Losing my patience, Evan. Here's Mike Hawk.
On the carry.
Hawk gets it across the 50 down into Durfee territory. Nice solid run by Hawk. Lewis Pina was there to make the tackle for Durfee as we approach the 3-minute mark.
Nice block there to open up a little bit of a seam. Yusuf Rothwell Packard there, allowing Hawk to just kind of follow him, clear the way, pick up a 5 and into Durfee territory.
Those are two good-looking guys up in the press box. I don't know if you noticed or not.
Are they framing us?
They could be.
Are they trying to catch us candid shots?
Gendron got time, throws left, bowl, let's see. Caught across the way.
That's a great pass.
That's down
Great catch.
about the 36-yard line. That's Chase Alfonso with the grab for Dartmouth High.
That made that one look easy, and he was double teamed off out of the hands beautifully.
Down to the 36-yard line of the Hilltoppers. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Eddie Barrios was in coverage for the Hilltoppers, so the Indians keep possession of the football. More importantly, to have it now at the 36-yard line of the Hilltoppers, still clinging to a 7-point lead.
Out
This
on
is
the
Mike
carry.
Hawk. Mike with a solid run, gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Barrios on the tackle.
Barrios once again on the stop for Durfee, but not before a solid gain of 5 by the touchdown maker Michael Hawk.
Half that run, he was hunched over, falling forward almost. Again, forward momentum carrying him for extra yardage before Durfee wrapped him up. That was good for 5 as well.
There's the jet sweep. Solid run by the Indians right there, Ethan Davis, and that's enough for an Indian first down. That's a staple of Ricky White's offense. Jet sweep, this time to the near side.
Yeah, executed perfectly, and again, blocking, able to get through where he needed to.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Joe Michella was in the secondary making the tackle. And not before the Indians picked up the first down. A score here by Dartmouth will perhaps change the momentum of this game, which, again, the officials have completely taken the momentum out of both squads, unfortunately. Here's Mike Hawk's solid run on this series. That's his 3rd or 4th carry. He's out for a gain of 3 of 4.
IG in on the tackle.
Rodriguez in there for Durfee making the stop.
What you're seeing here, folks, is, why getting, you don't need 8 yards every play, but getting 4 or 5 on your first down play, it just makes things so much easier because you're already halfway to the line to gain on 2nd down. And it's allowing Dartmouth now to play with a little less pressure because they know they have, little to go. It's not like you run one on 1st down and it's, 1 yard pickup. You're looking at 9 to go.
Low snap, beautiful pass by the junior quarterback, and that's completed down there. He threw that before the receiver was looking for the football.
1st and goal.
Medeiros, Jaden Nunes Medeiros. Watch him throw this right in front of the Durfee defender. Well done.
And Durfee's defender tracking it again the whole way, did his job, wrapped him up, just couldn't get there fast enough.
That was Antone defensively. Now the Indians have it. 1st and goal.
Well, last time they were in the red zone through an interception, the only real miscue of the night for Gendron. They're going to let the clock roll out here. We end the 3rd quarter, a scoreless 3rd quarter, an interminably long 3rd quarter. We'll change sides here, Jim, and we head to the 4th.
Well, I've never seen a public address announcer, a school committee man, just called his wife for a sleeping bag. Third quarter has come to an end. Thank goodness. 14-7's our score. There's Doc Nunes right there.
And here we are.
Watch him reach out. See, he wants money.
Jim, we're this way.
I can see, but I'm looking. I'm looking for the.
I know you're looking for Nunes.
Look at
I
Ducks.
know.
Looking for the cash.
A busy booth here on a Friday, week 3.
And we have an official up here. He's directly wired to the head official. He's like Doc Noons. He's got his hands across. I think they're old. They got their hands across their chest. They're like you are, Evan. Like they just had enough.
They're very focused, Jim. You know, that's very focused.
This guy's supposed to be doing the time. The guy next to it, right? He's doing the time. He fell asleep for 17 minutes, as did the crowd.
Oh my gosh!
There's the Indian cheerleaders having fun. We got 12 more minutes of football. There's the press box, and more importantly, a Mercedes-Benz to give away late in the game. So stay tuned for that. I was ready to give a whole car dealership for that 17-minute delay.
Well, we got ourselves a game, though, Jim, and Dartmouth trying to give some breathing room here. But still only a one-score game as we come back here at 1st and goal.
Gendron brings him out. And here's Hawk. Mike looking for running room up the middle, spinning his way.
Thomas Pelletroni wanted the touchdown, even though Hawk was about 3 yards short. I know he wanted it, but...
Well, with this crew, you never know. Might have tried to goad him into a touchdown call.
On the 4-yard line, it'll be 2nd and goal.
You see Hawk, though, again, just pumping the legs, making sure he falls forward and not getting stood up.
2nd down from the 4.
Those extra yards are just so crucial. Down to the 2. Durfee's defense. Did he stand him up or no? Touchdown. There you go.
Touchdown, Indians.
Goal line camera here by our truck at field level. Great shot. And Durfee's defense did a great job. They held as long as they could. Look at, they stacked the line right there. Was it a tush push, Jim? Do I dare say?
First of all, hey, see the guy with the yard marker over there? He was at the 4.
Yeah.
My eyes had it at the 2.
Yeah, it was the 4 originally, and then right as the play was starting,
he started to move.
He moved to where the ball was.
He did.
Yeah.
Mike Hawkin for the extra point attempt. This has been a bizarre game.
Your arms are crossed now.
They are. Mike knocks it through, ups the score to 21-7.
A valiant effort by Durfee's goal line defense there. They did what they were supposed to do, just too much power from behind on the ground, and the Indians.
Well, it's a big score.
Huge.
For Dartmouth High, because the momentum of this game, it's like ironing a shirt. And these officials decided that the iron wasn't hot enough and they didn't have any starch. So they took the starch out of the beginning of the 3rd quarter. 17 minutes. I've never seen it in 30 years of broadcasting. 17 minutes. Ridiculous. Let these kids play football. It's not about them.
Take a look at the replay again. Well, the other thing, too, is, from really the 2nd quarter until this score, to this drive, it's been really all Durfee.
Right? Gendron got credit for the touchdown.
Gendron ended up, he ran it in.
For the Hilltoppers, Nathan Costa to kick off for the Indians.
Costa to kick it away.
Delvin Waller and Nelson Caraballo back deep for the Hilltoppers. Numbers 12 and 15, respectively.
Nice high end overrun kick down to the 14-yard line. Hilltoppers looking to return it. Flags come flying in. That was Caballo on the return.
Flag coming from the far sideline, Jim, not from the back, from the far side, the line judge on Durfee's side.
Kurt Cosmos in on the tackle.
Well, perhaps we'll have a 17-minute delay to see what the call was. There's a block on 13 in white. Oh, dear goodness. Then he decides to shove somebody.
Yeah.
Got a lot of courage, that guy. Let me throw a cheap shot, then shove someone out. Shove someone out.
And not helping
to the sideline.
Not helping the cause. He's going to back the team up.
If this guy read me a bedtime story, I would fall asleep in about 1 minute.
Block below the knees on Durfee.
Okay, we saw it. Good.
So that's going to remove basically the return. So Durfee kind of shooting themselves in the foot now with a silly penalty. There have not been a lot of penalties tonight, folks. But the penalties that have existed have been detrimental for both sides. So all the way back to the 14-yard line. I mean, that's just not where you want to be.
A lot of undisciplined play away from the football in this game,
But it's developed, though. It didn't start that way. It just got a little chippy, and maybe that's a situation.
Sherry, long passes, overshoots his man. Similar to last week's game against Taunton.
Yeah.
This kid's got a big arm.
Antone was alone. He broke free, and he would have been gone. And Dartmouth can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief there, but no, I wonder if, we saw really like no flags or anything, some late hits in the first half, nothing really called. And does that aid to it, right? And I say, oh, well, given an inch, we'll take a yard. So,
Evan, I've done this a long time.
Yeah.
Right from the start, this crew has missed 4 or 5 discipline-type plays right in front of them and not thrown the flag, which has led to some play I don't like to see that just away from the football. But that's on them.
Right.
The kids can get away with it, they're going to do it.
Of course. Well, I like that Durfee took a shot there.
Yeah.
It was a good look, just a little long from Sherry.
2nd and 10 now for the Hilltoppers. Sherry gets it away quickly, and they're going to call it incomplete.
Marcella
Marcella couldn't hold on to it.
Is incomplete.
So the momentum has changed in favor of the Indians. The Hilltoppers tried to get that momentum back with a long pass. It just missed the mark by a yard or 2, and now they're backed up deep in their own territory.
Yeah, still
facing a 3rd down and 10.
Still at the 14, 2 incomplete passes.
Clock is stopped here at the stadium.
It is 3rd and 10 for the Hilltoppers.
3 wides to the near side for Sherry. 1 to the top of your screen. Sherry looks to run, and he's not going to gain much, maybe a couple. Nice open field tackle there by the Indians. Carter Morrell.
I'm surprised by that. I really am. You set up trips to the left. It's on Sherry's strong side, being a lefty, throwing to his right, and he ends up taking it. I mean, I know there were one-on-one matchups, but man, that was.
Well, that's what
kind
they
of
were looking
surprised.
for. Him on a linebacker, and
it just didn't get it. But so another punting situation for Noguera and the Hilltoppers.
well, Pollen back to receive. The Indian coaches are screaming for him to take a fair catch. Oh, and Brady's going to let it bounce, and that's going to go 21 yards by him. And that's a nice punt by the Hilltoppers. The Indians thought they'd get the ball around midfield, and now they're going to start the drive at the 32, but there's more laundry on the field.
Way on the other side. Take a look at it again here, folks. Oh, this was actually the 3rd down play here with Sherry. This thing looked wide open. The players that were open. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe Sherry just didn't get a look that he thought he wanted, but I don't know.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Do we need 4 guys ordering pizza with 10 minutes to go in the game? So we got a high snap.
The flag came almost right at the start of the play. It wasn't ruled dead, so was it an illegal shift? If it's a false start, it would have been dead from the start.
Legal procedure is the call against Durfee.
We needed four guys to figure that
It
out.
took them 5 minutes and 4 guys to decide it was offside. Oh, now we're going to,
Well, they're going to re-kick it, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
Dartmouth will accept the penalty.
I know you folks at home are probably a little sleepy by now. I can't blame you. These kids are trying to play football, but sometimes the adults get in the way.
Well, that one's surprising. I mean, you know, on the last issue we had, right, we had multiple flags thrown and running into the kicker, roughing the kicker, all that stuff. But if you're seeing an illegal shift here or illegal formation,
Brings the ball back.
and the ball's not dead, but you know that's what it is. I mean, they threw the flag immediately. Clearly they saw something. So it should not take that long
For the Hilltoppers.
to make the call. Noguera is the punter, number 11,
Bo Pollen.
and he's
sent
back in the end zone now. Oh, boy.
For the Hilltoppers.
Man, that's a low spinning kick. And Bo Pollen is like catching a knuckleball.
Yeah.
He looks to the sideline that says, Coach,
By Brady Bopala.
I got it.
Yeah.
At the Hilltop of
Not a
40
bad punt again from Noguera. I mean, it was over 40 yards in the air. It's just he's, you know, practically at the back of the end zone. So Dartmouth's going to have a short field here. They get to start at Durfee's 40 with 10 plus to go. That's a gift right there.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians.
So the
On their
Indians
own
will have the
40-yard
possession of the football. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line as the band plays on.
Hawk on the carry.
And that's Michael Hawk, and they've done a pretty nice job on Mike.
Yeah,
He's the touchdown maker for the Indians.
good tackle there after a gain of 2.
And it was Austin Garcia.
Update on the Red Sox in Tampa Bay. It is 3-2 Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 5th.
And the Indians now taking their time, trying to run a little clock here. They got a 2-touchdown lead.
Gain of 2 on a play at 2nd and 8.
This is Davis
Davis on the carry.
on the jet sweep, and he runs
Ran into a wall.
solid tackle after a gain of 7.
Lewis Piener in on
Oh,
the
I thought he
tackle.
was going to break free. That sweep that we've seen, and really ran into a wall, and he's short of the first down as well by about 2 or 3 yards.
Brings the ball down to the 34-yard
So
3
the
yards
ball
away.
is spotted at the 34-yard line when it's 3rd down and
for
short.
the Indians.
And see right here, follow the leader, and then gets stood up right there. Lewis Pina with the stop, 3rd and short.
High snap. Hawk looking for the first down, spinning, twisting, turning down to the 28, and he's got himself a first down. More importantly, they possess the football.
Berrios
And
on the tackle. Brings the ball
They
down
can
to
control the clock with a
29-yard line
two-touchdown
of the
lead.
Hilltoppers. That's enough for an Indian first down. It is 1st and 10 for the Indians on the Hilltop of 29-yard line.
First and 10, Dartmouth. This is Mike Hawk
Hawk on the carry.
back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard. That's it.
Berrios
Durfee's
on
done
the
a nice
tackle.
job, Evan.
Yeah.
The middle of their defense has done a nice job.
Yeah, and, you know, the last time Durfee played here, you know, Dartmouth's really, you had Jackson Hart, right? You had a bunch of, you know, players that have graduated since that were really, really strong core that had been around for years here. And, yeah, they really steamrolled over Durfee. It was not close. I know it's a 2-touchdown lead for Dartmouth right now, but this has been a close game. Both sides have made quality plays on both sides of the football. And the Indians have just, you know, they've made a few more, really. That's ultimately it. But Durfee's been extremely competitive. This has been one of their better games against Dartmouth that I can remember.
Here's Hawk.
Another nice play.
Gets through the first wave of tacklers and wrapped up. Andre was there for the Hilltoppers. They'd give him a gain of about a yard, perhaps 2. Third down and 8 yards to go. The clock rolling down to the 7-minute mark. It's been a long game.
Yeah, it's after 9 o'clock. We've been on the air for 2 hours. A couple of long middle quarters.
The lead official has had more FaceTime than Frank Sinatra ever had at a concert. Gendron, 3-step drop, throws, and it's batted away at the last second. Nice defense.
Yeah.
Scheller over there on the far boundary, knocking it away. Nunes Medeiros was the intended receiver. Now, Coach White and the staff going to look at 4th down.
4th and 8.
Nice hands across the way. Do you know that guy across the way?
No, I didn't see him.
Guy there with the hooded sweatshirt.
Hooded sweatshirt. No,
Yeah.
doesn't look familiar.
4th down now and 8 yards to go for Gendron in the offense.
Well, if Durfee wants a chance here to do anything, they got to make the stop. They got to get the ball right back here.
Gendron, here's the rush.
They
and they
certainly
have
will.
him surrounded, and down he goes. Carter Morrell in there to make the stop for Durfee, and they'll turn the Indians over on downs, and Durfee will take possession of the football with 6:41 to play in the ballgame.
Well, Hilltoppers brought the house there from the edge and a couple breaking through the middle as well. And the pass rush. One of their better pressure situations of the night. And by, with the sack, a loss of yards actually helps Durfee up. They're now at the 36-yard line, so they're further up the field. They go to work.
Sherry, left-handed throws, completes it out there to the 40-yard line. They'll give him a gain of 5 on the play. Scheller on the reception, and now Durfee looks to speed it up a little bit, get back to the line of scrimmage.
It will be 2nd and 5 for the Hilltoppers.
Sherry looks near side, throws, got a man out here, caught, still on his feet, picks up a 1st down.
That's Gondre.
That's Condre.
Yep, number 18.
Sherry's pass to Condre is complete.
So 2 plays, and they move the chains.
Brings the ball out to the 49-yard line of the
Sherry got rid of that real quick.
Hilltoppers.
Nunes Medeiros in on the stop for the Indians.
They put Cousins in motion. They give him the ball.
This is Cousins.
Antone
Breaks 1 tackle, still on his feet, down inside Indian territory, down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a great run. He had Antone there to kind of lead the way. So, again, that follow the leader, if you will. You look for the one in front who's got just as much speed as you to make the block and open it up for you. See right here. Antone's goes, Cousins follows.
The Indian 32-yard line.
Noguera with a key block as well.
Here they go. This is Sherry still on his feet, twisting, turning, down inside the Indian 20-yard line.
That's a 1st down.
Alfonso on tackle.
Let's see where they spot the football. They're going to move to chain, gain of 12.
16-yard line. Durfee
Brings the ball down to
having success on the ground here. Last couple plays, big chunks of yards.
on the Indian 16-yard line.
Well, to spot the football at the 16, 1st and 10 Hilltoppers, playing here on the road in Dartmouth. Sherry. He's an athlete, this kid, and he's picking up some more yards. Indians trying to get him to the ground. Jaden Nunes Medeiros got his arms around him.
That's for about 7 yards, I think. Yeah, 6 or 7. Right at the 10. Second and 4.
Down and 4 here for Dartmouth.
For the Hilltoppers.
No huddle.
Going to get rid of it. Throws, and it's caught. And that's going to be close to the 1st down marker. Let's see where they mark it.
It is.
Scheller with the catch, and the official says it's enough for a 1st down. So it'll set up 1st and goal now for Durfee.
Durfee's
Clock is-
marched down the field here, Jim, in about 90 seconds. They have been very methodical. Everything's been in the middle of the field, too. No one's gone out of bounds, no timeouts. They've just kept progressing up the field. Dartmouth has not really had opportunities to substitute either.
Sherry off the ball fake. He's heading to the end zone, and he's going to be just shy. Going to mark that football down around the 1 yard line. Alfonso is there for the Indians. But Durfee speeding the game up here.
Line up quick and punch it through, right? Don't wait. Don't let him get set. I'm surprised he's not under center for a sneak.
Here's
There you
Sherry.
go.
And he's in untouched for a Durfee touchdown with 4:06 remaining.
What a fantastic drive. I mean, you'd think we were under 2 minutes, the way how methodical they were, how quick they were. Some Durfee fans there in the end zone cheering on Sherry and the Hilltoppers. That was a great start. It's with the sack, right? Got the ball on 4th down. Defense did its job again, and offense answered the call.
Well, Sherry, the quarterback, will try the extra point. And it's up, and it's good. So with 4 minutes and 6 seconds to play in the ball game, Durfee holds Dartmouth on 4th down and marches it some 65 yards later for a touchdown, and now they're within 7. And I've talked about momentum this entire game.
Yeah.
Finally, after stopping the Indians on 4th down on a blitz, they take that momentum, speed the game up, which we haven't seen,
Yeah.
and get to the point of attack as quickly as they could, and they march it down, as you said, within a minute and a half, perhaps, into the end zone to make this a ball game with 7 minutes to go.
I can tell you, too, interesting.
4 minutes to go.
4 minutes to go. Interesting, too, Jim, when was the last time you saw a game in which we're 5 for 5 with extra point kicks?
Yep.
No one's missed.
So let's see how Durfee plays this. Sherry will be doing the kicking.
Jaden Nunes, Medeiros back deep for the Indians.
Nunes Medeiros back for the Indians. And he's standing at his own 20, perhaps anticipating a short kick. And it is. It's an onside kick.
It's
Will it
gotta
go
go-
far enough?
It's got to go 10 yards. It didn't.
Indians downed it.
Go 10 yards, but it's recovered.
Nice play by Chase Alfonso.
Chase Alfonso on the recovery, but that for the Indians.
So the Indians will have it 1st and 10, just inside Durfee territory, as that football was bouncing, but
It is 1st and 10 for the
Durfee
Indians.
players weren't sure if it was going to go 10.
Yeah.
And either was Alfonso, but he pounced on it, and the Indians now can use a little clock. But they need a little momentum. They need a play or two to get them going.
The percentages, it's not a high percentage play, but it's the right call at the time.
I mean, there's a fumble in the backfield.
Snapped his fumble,
Yeah.
recovered by
The onside's the right call, though, because, right, with 4 minutes to go, Durfee knows that if they go on defense, they may not get the ball back, so you got to try for it there. And maybe catch a break here with the bad snap.
loss of 8 on the player will be
It'll be 2nd and 18 now, so
for the Indians. Ball is on their own 43-yard line.
That's just what the Indians didn't need.
yeah, exactly.
2nd down and a long cab ride to Fall River to go. And another fumble in the backfield, and Gendron
Gendron on the carry.
recaptures it and gets his way back to the line of scrimmage off the bobble.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Rodriguez made the tackle.
Timeout, Hilltop.
Oh, you know what happened is that was Davis was crossing and he ran into the ball. Or deflected it and made contact with it.
Ball is on the
And you know, if we didn't have the town hall camera, we would not have noticed that. We wouldn't have seen that.
So this drive started at the Durfee 49. It's now back at the Indian 44-yard line. That's a 3rd down and 17 yards to go. Just over 3 minutes to play in this ball game. You're watching this game live on YouTube via Dartmouth Community Media
Remind you, if you want to watch this,
TV.
a replay of tonight's game, Dartmouth Community Television, Channel 9.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a big play coming up here because if you can hold Dartmouth to, like, if you're the Hilltoppers, if you hold them for about 5 or 6 yards, it makes a 4th and 10, 4th and 11, and that's a tough to go to. But if Dartmouth gets, 10 here, makes 4th down a lot easier. They're on the other side of the 50. So the Hilltoppers need a big stop here if they want to, get the ball back, number one, but number two, be able to save some time here, because then you're looking at a 4th down play if they get close to it.
Gendron just going to hand it to Mike Hawk.
And they have been wrapping Hawk up here in the 4th quarter. He's not done, not broken free. Picked up positive yards, but has not really broke free. That is about for 3 yards, looking at 4th and 13. Just what Durfee needed to do.
Yeah, but I'm sure Coach White and the staff are just playing the clock here. Would they force Durfee to call a timeout? Durfee is not calling a timeout.
No.
And if this punt is successful, it should get them to start their drive deep within their own territory. And I think Rick might be looking for a timeout here. Durfee only has one timeout remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the Indians are going to call a timeout. So the clock stopped. 2:27 to play here in the 4th. That last Indian drive, Evan, was just not good. 2 misplays in the backfield.
Yeah.
1 fumble recovered by the Indians. 1 fumbled, and
Yeah, again, we talked about momentum, and we've seen different waves of it here. And, Dartmouth had the first quarter. They had a good chunk of the 3rd quarter. Durfee owned the 2nd quarter. And it's really kind of been Durfee here in the 4th quarter. I know Dartmouth scored to start it, but their drive, much of it happened in the 3rd. So, the Hilltoppers, though, have made some really good stops defensively here in the 4th. They've kept themselves in the game as number 4 back deep. Thank you, guys. Antone back to receive the punt, or what we're expecting to be the punt here on 4th down and 13. Hawk is ready. It's going to give Durfee just under 2.5 minutes to try to tie it up.
Hawk the punt for the Indians.
so Michael Hawk in there to do the punting for the Indians. Good snap. Mike takes his time, rides it out down the right boundary, takes a big hop. Durfee fields it, and the returner immediately steps out of bounds. So 2:17 to go. Antone was the return man there, took it on 1 hop.
That's a really, really good punt. Good placement, bury it in the corner. I give Antone a lot of credit for picking it up. It took a real powerful forward bounce, and if he hadn't picked it up, it probably would have gone right down into the 1-yard line. So he took the risk, picked it up, got a couple yards forward, and now, kind of bailed the team out a bit. So they're at the 15 or thereabouts instead of the goal line. So it makes it a little more manageable when you're starting with a long field here. Looks like officially the 14. So an 86-yard field for Durfee with 2:17 to go.
Here's Sherry. Here's the rush by the Indians. Sherry's telling the receiver, head down the sideline. And that's a mistake of a young quarterback. You got to get rid of the football with only 1 timeout left. You got to dump that thing into the Indian sideline and live to make another play.
Well, right here at the start, he was ready to go, and then pressure was coming, had to redirect. And the receiver did not get down the field fast enough.
Sherry gets it out quickly. Short gain into the hands of Condre.
Yep.
Kept them inbounds.
Kept them in.
But getting back to that play prior to that, you have to know down in
Right.
time.
Right.
He's telling the guy go down the sideline. He's covered. He can't get sacked.
No.
You got to just throw it away.
Yeah.
Live to. But that happens with the young quarterbacks.
3rd and 7.
That's how you learn.
Low snap.
Here's Sherry. Middle of the field is open. He's going to chuck it. He's got a man wide open down here, and it falls incomplete.
right through the fingers. It was a great effort on both ends.
Condre was the intended receiver.
It was kind of last minute he saw him too. He was looking the other way and said, oh, there he was going to run, and then he threw it. And just out of reach.
4th and 7.
So it'll bring up 4th down. We'll call it 7 yards to go. 1:16 remaining in the ball game. So do the Indians have one more defensive play in them, or do the Hilltoppers have a few more plays in them to try to tie or win this game? We only have one timeout remaining, so they need the first down here, or the game should be over.
Well, I mean, a turnover on downs that in the red zone here essentially is what it would be. So
Sherry, hands off. No, fake, throws, got a man. Condre's got it.
what a catch, what a throw. I mean, he reached, good hands, pressure was coming.
on the tackle.
Pollen made the stop.
37-yard line.
Good defensive play by Bo Pollen, but a better offensive catch.
I got to tell you, I'm surprised Dartmouth didn't have more of a pass rush on that play. I really am.
And Sherry gets it out quickly, and here comes a flag.
Well, that's going to help Durfee. It's going to stop the clock.
Sherry's pass to Marcello
Ethan Davis was defending for the Indians, and there's a flag down as well. Sherry got that ball out real quick. Good tackle by Davis. And you see the flag.
Offensive pass interference against Durfee.
Well, I guess he got open by
Yeah.
committing an offensive pass interference. Hey, you never see that in high school football. But again, tonight I've seen a lot of things by this crew, so.
Oh, yeah, he ran right into it. Oh, number 7 ran right into, yeah. That's the right call. Oh, no, we're going to talking about it now. Well, I guess my question, though, Jim, is right, with the ball was not going to that receiver. So if it's not going in the direction of that receiver, I know he bumped him, right? But it wasn't intended for him. It wasn't going in that direction of him. It's going to the sideline. So do you throw the flag? Right?
I'll leave that up to you.
We'll leave it up to the viewers at home.
Leave it up to the viewers at home.
Watching worldwide, as you said.
Ay, ay, ay.
15-yard penalty.
So
brings ball
the
back
call
to
is offensive pass interference.
25-yard line.
Why this official thinks he needs to go over and discuss it with the head coach. Just make the signal. And let the coach will say we'll accept it or not. You can hear the Indian coaches upstairs screaming, and I can't blame them. Oh, now there's a whistle.
Well, the clock is rolling. Whistle just came in.
Clock is still rolling. Now it stops at 39.
This is ridiculous.
Now we're getting the Fall River slant for you, Dartmouth residents. He's starting to talk like me, Peter Chase. This guy, oh dear goodness gracious. And I'll take a coffee with 2 sweet and lows. This game once was about
Durfee
the kids.
should be ready to go here. They're not.
1st and 25
All right, get down, snap the ball. Clock is winding. Here we go.
for the Hilltoppers.
39 seconds to go. 1st and 25. Now the clock starts. Here's the rush. Sherry gets away. They're not going to get away fast enough. Taken down by Yusef Rothwell Packard.
Durfee just called the timeout. Coach Brown on the far sideline. Last timeout for Durfee. Sherry wanted to pass to his right. Pressure was coming in his face, and it had to take off on the ground, and that's slowed him up there in the back. Was that number 50, I think? Hathaway.
And now Coach White calls his team over to the near sideline. Want to keep everything in front of you and protect the sideline. They have no timeouts left. You don't want them to get out of bounds.
28-yard line.
Coming up on 9:30, Jim.
Hilltoppers, it will be. It'll be 2nd and 20 for the Hilltoppers when play resumes.
My wife is going to be wondering where I am at my age. I'm going to send out the police. Of course, half the force is here at the stadium. They're happy as heck. They're calling everybody and going, this referee is great. I'm on overtime. This game's going so long, I'm going to make myself an extra $50.
2nd and 20 here, Jim. Durfee got 5 yards back, but you notice they're playing protection deep here. 4 guys in the secondary. Expecting some passes here. Durfee's going to come up with a lot of yards.
Sherry gets it away quickly,
flip.
and the receiver falls down. That stops the clock with 25 seconds to go.
Pass was low, too. I'm not sure he would have scooped it anyway, honestly.
3rd and 20.
Third down and 20 yards to go now for Durfee. That play wasn't going to get him much. Perhaps just 4 or 5 yards and step out of bounds. But
Yeah.
it's not much you could do at the high school level with that much field in between the line of scrimmage and the end zone. Not an easy task to ask 16, 17-year-old kids in this situation. All the Indians want to do is play back and tackle immediately. Sherry looking.
Has
A
time.
man here in the near sideline. It's caught. And it's still on his feet.
He didn't get out of bounds,
Finally
though.
down. He didn't get out of bounds. It's Nagara.
I mean, no, Garrett's great that, he caught the ball and got the extra yardage, but
Why is the
line up and snap it.
clock stopped? And now it's going, and now Durfee downs it.
On the official, he was winding the clock. He had not wound it yet.
Spiked by Sherry. It will be 2nd and 10.
So Durfee is still alive. The ball at the
Amazing play there.
49-yard line.
Noguera, very acrobatic with those extra yards, although, again, would have been better to get out of bounds.
We understand our dear friend Ben Smith is watching this game, and
What's up,
I
Ben?
guess I've given him a barrel of laughs. I wish he were here with me, along with Evan. 12 seconds to go.
Ben would have been losing his mind like you about the officials and those gratuitously long meetings that they were having.
Dartmouth leads 21-14, but the officials have 26 points. I just sometimes
Thanksgiving was shorter last November than this game.
this game might go to Thanksgiving.
Oh, man. Yeah, 9:30. We've been going for 2.5 hours. As we kicked off right at 7.
And they have according to Peter Chase, the referee has a microphone and he's talking to the fella running the clock.
Right.
And we've been watching him. Down in distance is just too much. So just doing the time, and it seems like they've had trouble between the official on the ground and the guy up here.
Well, it's kind of like a walkie-talkie situation, which is obviously not ideal. I mean, high school, honestly, I hope we get to a point where officials have to be pumped through a PA system at a high school, because it's a wonderful thing at UMass Dartmouth when I do some games there.
Here's Sherry, lets it fly. He's got an arm. Look, and it's picked off. Picked off by the Indians. Chase Alfonso wraps it up here for the Indians. I give this kid, Matt Sherry, a lot of credit. A young quarterback for Durfee.
He's got a great arm, and you know what? Honestly, that's kind of the play you had to try for right there. It's a deep shot. You sent 3 guys down. And unfortunately, the thing is, and this is with a younger receiver core, right? You can't get undercut by the secondary. You need to be in front of them. And, that's something that they're going to learn from, and I'm sure will be discussed at practice this week as the Hilltoppers, for week 4. Dartmouth is heading on the road to ORR. And Durfee will have Somerset Berkeley next Friday.
Okay.
Kendron in victory formation.
All right, so victory formation. And mercifully, this game has come to an end. There's your final score, Dartmouth High School 21. The Hilltoppers 14. We've got to wrap this up. Evan, your final thoughts?
Final thoughts is that this was one of the more competitive games we've seen between these two teams. It was not one-sided in any way. A good effort. Both sides made good plays when they had to. Ultimately, Durfee came up a couple plays short. Dartmouth with the key pick right there to end it. You're going to see some highlights here of scoring plays throughout the night.
This was a nice pitch and catch for an Indian touchdown.
That was the opening score.
It was Ethan Davis on the catch. And there's the touchdown maker for the Indians, Michael Hawk.
That had made it 14-0 at the time. This was Sherry's scamper to the end zone to put Durfee on the board, which was really quite a run.
He's quite an athlete, that kid.
Yep. Dartmouth's 3rd touchdown here to start the 4th quarter, and Durfee on that very fast drive. This was as good as Durfee's offense will look. I mean, that was a tremendous drive to make it a 1-score game, but, again, Dartmouth able to hang on here in what was a thriller, a really fun game, Jim. Good to be with you again. It's been a couple years, but good to call a game with you.
Well, Evan, it's been great to have you alongside. We wish everyone in Fall River a great weekend, and we hope that Durfee has continued success as the season goes on. The Indians up their record to 3-0 on the season. Durfee drops to 1-2.
And both teams on the road, Jim, next week. Durfee at Somerset Berkeley, 6:30 Friday, and Dartmouth at ORR just up the road at 6:30 as well.
So the final score here from the stadium, Dartmouth High School 21, Durfee High School 14. For everyone associated with this telecast of Indian football, my name's Jim Thompson. He's Evan Massoud. Good night, everyone. So long, everybody.